Hey y'all, it's Chris from Front Sight. I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of views on the most recent video I did, which I was talking about SIG's P320 and the failures we've seen across the country and some of the issues we've seen from law enforcement to military and a lot of the videos and a lot of the reports. So it's been good to have people comment and we go back and forth with some information. And that's exactly what I wanted to see. And not necessarily here on YouTube, but where I really want to see that when it comes out is on Front Sight. Because on Front Sight, you'll be able to sit there and you'll be able to post a video or post a picture or post some comments and say, what do y'all think about this? And have an adult conversation about guns right there. You'll be able to see it, you'll be able to comment, you'll be able to post stuff, and it's all right there for everyone to see. And you can have a really good conversation about what might be the best, what might not be the best. What's not going to be tolerated on Front Sight? The typical stuff that could really put you in jail, like threatening people or threatening political figures. We just can't have that. And I'm not worried about that per se. What I do sometimes worry about though is having some people who may be really, really passionate about one thing. They're really passionate, like as an example, passionate about SIG, or they're passionate about Glocks, and they start name calling and telling you, you're stupid, no, you're stupid. Well, that's not what Front Sight's for. Front Sight is there to have an adult conversation, to find out more information, to put those people who don't know, point them in the right direction, so that way they can make an informed decision on what they may or may not want to buy. We are still working with the powers that be, aka the app stores, both Google Play Store and the Apple Store. The only issues we're having, it seems like they are a little bit hesitant to allow this kind of content. But at the end of the day, I think they're going to allow it because we're not going to be allowing sales of guns per se on said platform. Don't really know why anyone would want to. After being in law enforcement for 19 years, I've noticed that the gun industry and the gun community get a bad rap because of the gun show loopholes, which are complete nonsense. Or they get mad if someone gets a gun somehow they shouldn't have. We all should, and we need to hold ourselves accountable. But at the end of the day, we're not here to be a place for people to sell stuff like that. Now, eventually, we will have a merch store or like a marketplace kind of thing where you can say, I want to get rid of this old competition rig because I got a new one. And so maybe someone would want to buy it because, hey, like I just got in the shooting competitions and this person here had an old Glock rig. So maybe I'll just use that one as my startup. It's a great place, or it will be a great place to exchange some information, but also exchange some equipment that might have been good to you in the past, but you've kind of moved on. So one last thing I'll say about that video that I put up there and some of the comments I've gotten. They've been all positive. I could tell one or two people might have been a fan of SIG, and then some, which is great. And it's good to be passionate about something like that. But what I want to caution you and anybody that gets on social media is just, yeah, you have some knowledge and some background, but you have this biased look on something. So it's good to take a step back and see what may or may not be actually working. SIG is a fantastic company with 99% of their equipment and their firearms. The only other 1%, that P320 that's giving people trouble, yeah, it's great that people have them and they say they can't reproduce them, and that's awesome. I don't want people to have problems with that firearm. I don't want any firearm to have significant issues such as that, where they just kind of go off for one reason or another, whatever that reason might be. Nobody wants that. And I don't want SIG to have an issue with it either. I want them to come back from this. I want them to do better, and I want them to create a firearm that the military can be reliant upon and not have to worry about it going off. Same with law enforcement. I know ICE is talking about going to a Glock platform, which is great. But again, they were with SIG, and this could have been avoided had they probably come out and addressed this a little sooner. So while there may or may not be a significant issue, I think the reports and the videos and the complaints have shown that there is something going on. And I think they really need to take a hard look at what's going on inside that pistol, whether it be a MIM part that's causing the issue, or it could be something else. My money is on it's on the MIM piece, but I would say they need to take a good hard look at it and fix the issue. So for those of you that got online and were a little bit upset that I mentioned something about it, sorry, man. It is what it is. If other companies had a similar problem, I'd be doing the same thing with them. If Glock had an issue, I'd absolutely be holding Glock accountable as well. So, you know, don't hate the messenger. But for those of you that were, you know, I'm not a SIG hater. And for those of you that were on there, you know, and telling us what you thought about the firearm and what you have and things you found works, I really appreciate that. That's really what Front Sight is created for. And that's really what I want to see going forward when this app does launch. So thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your service. For those of you that mentioned you've been in the military, you know, thank you for your service, brothers. Appreciate it. And I look forward to talking with y'all again soon sometime. So leave another comment if you want to talk more about it, or if you have something else gun related you want to listen to or hear about or talk about, let me know in the comment section. All right, I appreciate it. So thank you for watching. Do me a favor and subscribe, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Welcome to the revolution. Welcome to Front Sight.